Hello judges, we are team All Stackers and this is the proof of concept demo. The first feature in our solution is accurate retirement corpus prediction. This feature requires 3 AI engines. We will start with the system architecture of those. The first engine is to get the latest inflation data published by the government in our databases. In India, the official inflation data is published on the Ministry of Statistics website. We have developed a script which scrapes the inflation PDFs from it. We have maintained a database which contains the previously processed inflation PDFs, and comparing with it, we get the latest unique inflation PDF. Now that PDF is loaded, splitted and chunked using LangChain. Now this data is passed to our embeddings model. Here we have used an open source sentence transformer all mini LM model. This model gives us the vector embeddings for our data. These embeddings are stored in a vector database. Here we have used ChromaDB. Now we use the retrieval chain from LangChain with our vector database as the custom knowledge base and OpenAI as the LLM. The LLM is easily swappable with a large open source LLM like Llama 2 or MPT. On this chain, we ask a set of fixed questions like what is the inflation rate, what is the inflation rate on fuel, grocery, health, and all other categories, what is the inflation data month, etc. Output from this model is the category wise inflation data along with the date. This data is pushed into our database. Now let's move to the second engine. This engine predicts the future surgeries or treatments which we may have to undergo in our retirement age based on our current health conditions. Architecture of this model is quite same. Here for the custom knowledge base, we have used multiple medical books like Harrison's, Robbins and Cotron and other books, which is further chunked, create embeddings and store in our vector database. Now in the input to the model, we pass our current health conditions. For example, I have diabetes experiencing from last 2 years, high blood pressure experiencing from past 6 months. The output will contain the future surgeries or treatments based on the given input. Like based on diabetes, I can get diabetic retinopathy treatment. Uh, Based on the high blood pressure, I would get cardiovascular diseases for which I would have to undergo coronary artery bypass grafting and other diseases. Now this output is chained to our third engine. The third engine predicts future cost of disease treatment and surgeries, considering the most recent inflation rate on the health and growth rate of the inflation based on the past data. For the custom knowledge of this engine, we have scraped treatment cost from about 1000 plus hospitals including Wokhard, Fortis, Hinduja, Nanavati, all the famous hospital chains and the small chains as well. Output of this model is like this: surgery name, cost and the inflation considered cost. Now let's see the treatment cost data. This is the treatment cost data which we have scraped. We can see Wokhard, all the treatments and the cost which they offer, Fortis, the treatments and their costs. Now we will move to the working demo. This is the predict retirement corpus feature. Over here we have to enter our current monthly spendings category wise. Some of the categories we have predefined, but user can add new categories through here as well. The first category like grocery, electricity bill, gas bill, house maintenance, and over here we have to write the current spending for it. Over here we are showing these spendings visually and showing the total that currently we are spending 9200 as our monthly recurring expenses. The next step, we have to enter the health details, current health details. So we can add it through over here. So we can enter that I have or just diabetes experiencing from suppose last year. We can add any other relevant documents as well. Suppose I want to upload my blood report, so I can upload that as well. Over here it is shown. We can delete it, view it. Now we'll move to the next step. That is a prediction. So we have hit the API in our backend. It is loading. So this is our final report. Over here in this section we are showing the recurring expenses category wise. Like for grocery, current expense is 5000 considering the current inflation rate of 4.58 and the inflation growth rate. At the age of 61 we will require 19,000. At the age of 90 we will require 73,000 for living the life which we are living currently. So this is the total corpus for the recurring expenses, and from the current health conditions we have calculated the future health surgeries or treatment. So from high diabetes we can get heart disease, coronary artery bypass grafting, diabetic retinopathy, and the surgery name, the cost for it, current cost for it, the inflation rate in the health sector, and the inflation considered cost for it, and the total cost health expenses. We can check this in our logs as well. If we see the disease name, heart disease, surgery, coronary artery, reason high diabetes is a risk factor, and for heart disease which may cause surgery such as this diabetic retinopathy. We can search in our database as well. If we find coronary, we can see the bypass surgery coronary artery requires around 3 lakh 80,000. So it has given us a rough estimate of 3 lakh. If we search for uh, diabetic retinopathy, it takes around 35, 45, 50,000. So this is the output. Over here we are showing the final corpus we require for our total retirement, that is 61 to 91 age. Now we'll move to the retirement planning feature. This is the retirement planning section. Over here we will be showing various retirement plans based on the user's expected expenses. So first we have to enter the monthly expected expense. This we will get from the predict retirement corpus feature. So right now we will enter suppose 60,000 per month. Pension start from 60 years. Investment per month 15,000, and my expenses can increase by 5%. So show the plans. These are the eligible plans based on our selection. The future prospects for our project is that we want to make this complete flow starting from the retirement corpus prediction to retirement planning through a AI agent or a virtual agent like a chatbot or a virtual agent. Thank you, Tia, for providing this opportunity. Team All Stackers.